Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. And this is it. The final match preview of the season, and it's going to be quite an emotional one. As it's Jurgens farewell. Jurgens already done his own pre-recording, hasn't he? Where he was in Anfield on his own, wasn't he? With a staff round his neck. Sitting in the top as well. And I think there's not going to be a try on Sunday because of obviously his farewell with Dortmund. Even that was deep, wasn't it? That was deeply emotional, and I reckon it's done me the same again. A passionate fan base, like Borussia Dortmund, Liverpool, passionate fan base. Never walk alone. It's done being an emotional one as well, and just can't believe it's turned quickly, hasn't it? It's turned round quickly. Can't believe it's the final game as well. And what an absolute legend he's been for this club. And we only don't have 90 more minutes of him. 2 Carabao Cups, 1 FA Cup, 1 Super Cup, 1 Club World Cup, 1 Champions League, and 1 Premier League. And I tell you what, could have easily been more as well. Could have easily been more if we didn't have Manchester City in the way, or Real Madrid in the way. We could have had 2 more Champions Leagues, and we could have had 2 more Premier League titles as well. 99 points when we won the league as well. 99 points. And people want to put an asterisk next to it because it's one of no fans. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't change anything. I actually wouldn't change anything at all. And yes, we will. We weren't expecting this. We weren't expecting Jurgen to win the trophies he had. We probably expected him to win probably the top competitions, to be fair, and maybe the Champions League. But we didn't expect him to win the league title, did we? I think the big honours we didn't really expect, really. The way he's transformed the club is absolutely incredible. The way he has transformed the club, and yes, hope on Sunday. You know what? I think it will be a show from Liverpool. I think the players will turn up. For his final game. Obviously, we came into this with a 3-3 draw away to Aston Villa, which was, I think the final home game was more important really than the away game. Than his final away game, to be fair. The final home game, both against Wolves, and Wolves, they're defeated, aren't they? They are defeated, Wolves, and so it should be a nice game for Liverpool for Klopp's final game as well. Dario O'Neill's done a brilliant job, hasn't he? Done a brilliant job this season at Wolves, but this seems to have gone downhill, hasn't it, since losing to Coventry in the FA Cup, which is why Dario O'Neill probably won't be in Manager of the Season nominates. I mean, it deserves to be a nominee still, but it just seems to have gone downhill. And next season will be interesting for Dario O'Neill and Wolves. Will they get found out next season? Because Dario O'Neill is probably going to need to make a few signings, if I'm being honest with you. And obviously, this weekend's the final day of the Premier League as well, so you will get my final day predictions as well on who will win the Premier League title. I think we all probably know who's going to win it, but strange things happened on the final day. And I just really want to talk about Jurgen Klopp, where this is what it's all going to be about Klopp on the final day. It's farewell. The way he's transformed the club, the team we had when he took over was atrocious. Let's be real, was atrocious. And he's leaving it in a good state. He's leaving the team in a good state. Look, it just never happened with the Premier League title race this season. Just never happened, unfortunately. People are going back to December when we had a 10-point year, blah, 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 an 8-point year, blah, blah, blah. When the forgetting teams below us had games in hand, yes, for real. And 10 games ago, it wasn't really in our hands, to be fair. I think if you want to say a team's bottled it, yes, be real. A team's bottled it with 10 games remaining, let's be real. It's not me. It's not me having to do that Arsenal, but let's be real. They had that extra bonus point of a goal difference, Arsenal. And look, we're going to swing it, aren't we? Liverpool and Arsenal fans are going to swing it, saying, "Oh no, you bottled it. No, you bottled it." And let's be real, it's a settled season for Liverpool. It's a settled season still for Liverpool. Start season, we would have took our aim was to step back in the Champions League, and everyone expected us to get back in the Champions League, so that's a success already. And we were probably expected to win the Europa League. Okay, we didn't win the Europa League, but we still won the trophy. So, still a successful season in my eyes, and I wouldn't change it. And yes, we will. We're gonna, at this current stage, we're having a better season than Arsenal. I'm sorry, I know Arsenal are in the title race right to the final day, but Arsenal not exactly won anything after. Not exactly won anything. I'd rather win a trophy, to be honest with you. I'd rather win the trophy, and that's what you're remembered for. Obviously, you're probably not remembered for winning the Carabao Cup. Yes, we will. I will say that, but they only remember the teams in this season that have won the trophies. They will remember Man City, who are never going to win 4 in a row, the Premier League titles. Man City probably going to win the FA Cup as well. And they will remember Chelsea bottling it in the final, in the Carabao Cup final. That famous quote, few £1 billion bottle jobs against Liverpool's defeated team in the Carabao Cup final. So, I'm sorry, I know Arsenal fans won't like that, but that's what they remember. The teams that win the trophies. If we didn't win the trophy, then yeah, I wouldn't say it was a successful season. I'll just say it is what it is. But let's be real. We should show them trophies off before Klopp comes out, in my opinion. Get all the trophies out of the trophy cabinet, put them in the pits, for when Jurgen walks out. People will banter me saying, "Oh, that's embarrassing, that's embarrassing when I haven't won them this season." Not really. I think it should still happen. Remember the trophies he has won at Liverpool. And Arsenal fans, and it's not all Arsenal fans, I think the sensible Arsenal fans still would have said Klopp is a better manager than Arteta, even if Arteta did win the league. They would still say Klopp is better than Arteta. But the most of the Arsenal fans who have an average IQ, would have tried and push the Arteta versus Klopp debate. When it's not even a debate, let's be real. How about win a hooping trophy, Arsenal? It's true though, isn't it? How about win a hooping trophy? So, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Because we all don't want to say goodbye to him, do we? We all don't want to say goodbye to him, and I'll be crying. A lot of Liverpool fans be in tears as well. Liverpool fans being team as well, because he's been an absolute legend, and the job he's done is absolutely incredible. And I know we don't look at points. I don't look at points either, but he's been involved in the greatest title race ever, the greatest title race ever the Premier League's probably ever seen, with Manchester City, the 93, 92 points in 21-22. Look how traumatic that was in the final day. We finished on 97 points. We finished on 97 points and we did not win the league. How mental is that? How mental is that? Almost up to 100 points and still not win the league. Fucking hell. It's absolutely crazy. Absolute madness, really. And yeah, look, Manchester City, there is a lot of questions around Manchester City in terms of the FFP charges, but I just want to ignore them for now. If we found out they did cheat, that's a killer pure, isn't it? That is a killer pure to us. But it's in the past now. It's in the past. I can't strap fans of their memories either. They'll still remember it, the Man City fans. So, and it's quite hard. I think you have to say Jurgen Klopp's greatest season's probably the title-winning season, isn't it? Even though we did get the trophy in front of no fans, unfortunately, it was just how we looked, wasn't it? Just how we looked. We waited 30 years. Waited 30 years to win the first league title, and we don't get to get it in front of fans. So maybe we avoided something, which is we don't know what's going to happen in future life. If Liverpool in that position of them where the world here win another league title, oh yeah, yes, get another pretty disease to come around, so we get no fans in stadiums. Just how it looked. It would just be how it looked, wouldn't it? Just be how it looked. And I do agree we shouldn't have a parade. Yeah, we shouldn't have a parade. I think you need to have a parade if you win the Premier League or the Champions League, or if we would have won the FA Cup a bit like 2021-22, then at the end of the day, it's 2 trophies, isn't it? I think it's not right to have a parade over just a Carabao Cup, really. So yeah, I do agree with that. And we're going to say the players have yet Jurgen Klopp down in terms of this winning the season. There is a bit of that, but you could also say they've just run out, haven't they? They just run out of steam. We have played, yes, we will, for the whole season, we played 100 miles per hour. We came back from behind a lot of times as well. It was always task you out. As well. And the fact that we came from behind a lot of times this season showed that we weren't really ready to win the league, were we? And yes, we had a midfield rebuild, didn't we? We had a rebuilt midfield. And we deserve praise for even staying in the title race right to the last 10 games of the season as well. Especially with that rebuild in midfield. And that's down to the manager for me. That's down to the manager still keeping us in it. Obviously, it wasn't a good April for us. April obviously kicked us out of the title race completely with the results we did suffer. And look, Jurgen Klopp still deserves good perception. I think Jurgen Klopp is to blame for the winning in terms of April. And I think Jurgen Klopp does need to take responsibility for some transfers like Darwin Núñez. Obviously, we all know all of a sudden it's a hell of a coincidence. Michael Edwards and everyone in the recruitment team's coming back when Jurgen Klopp's leaving. Just shows that there is a bit of a falling out there between Jurgen Klopp and Michael Edwards. And yes, we will. It was Michael Edwards who probably made Jurgen Klopp successful as well. Because Jurgen Klopp wanted, yes, for example, Jurgen Klopp wanted Turing Plant, didn't he? And Michael Edwards wanted Mo Salah. Prime example. I think Jurgen Klopp wanted another goalkeeper, didn't they? That wasn't Alisson. Michael Edwards wanted Alisson. So they do have differences, and that's why I'm glad next season that the transfers will be left to Michael Edwards and them, Michael Edwards and co, because Jurgen Klopp's signing's not actually not been that great at the moment. Like Darwin Núñez, for example, that was Jurgen Klopp's signing. Jurgen Klopp wanted to keep Jordan Henderson, wanted to offer Jordan Henderson a new deal. Was it that season? And Jurgen Klopp wants to keep Joe Matip as well. So as much as we all love Jurgen Klopp, he is quite. He does want to keep the old players, doesn't he? And that's the only negative. That's the only negative about Jurgen Klopp, and that's the positive that Michael Edwards back in. Michael Edwards will be brutal. He'll be brutal. He won't wait around. But yes, we will. The success on the pitch is still down to Jurgen as well. Still down to Jurgen Klopp. And I think Jurgen Klopp, everyone's saying, I think it's complete nonsense when people say he shouldn't announce he was leaving during the season. We were still, but yeah, after that announcement, we still went on to win the Carabao Cup. So, did it affect us when we won the Carabao Cup then? Yeah, it didn't, did it? So, it's a nonsense take where you, and people go to that now just because we fell away in the title race. Oh, I just shouldn't have announced it during the season. It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. I was one about it. I thought it would have galvanised us. I thought we would have had that special ending to the season. But I think it was just the final month of the season where, was it April time? I think it was April time. I think it dotted the players, didn't it? It dotted the players. I will say that. But it's nonsense, honestly. It's nonsense. Silas Ferguson announced it when Manchester United already had the title sealed. Arsene Wenger, they were having a shit season anyways at Arsenal, weren't they? When Arsene Wenger announced it. So I think it did affect us a little bit, but it's the emotion. We play with emotion, don't we? We do play with emotion, and we're passionate. And yeah, it's came around, hasn't it? It's came around quickly. Been settled season, in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10 season, but I would say the successful number is 7 out of 10 for me, because it's what we expected start the season. We expected to be in the top four, get back in the top four, and that was the aim, wasn't it? To get Champions League football. And we've won a trophy, which is an extra bonus. And yes, we will. Jurgen Klopp is still leaving with a trophy this season. Arsene Wenger didn't leave with a trophy. So we can still celebrate. Let's be real. We can still celebrate. So I mean, it's up to you people in the comments if you think Jurgen Klopp has had Liverpool have had a better season than Arsenal this season. If Arsenal don't win the league, if strange things don't happen, and but it's came around quickly, and yeah, I'm treading it. I am treading it, to be honest with you. I don't think we'll ever stop crying, will we? I don't think we should stop crying either for what Jurgen's done to this club. He's probably done me a Dr. Stelzer now, isn't he? And a Dr. Stelzer. He's won everything. He's won everything at the club. Which our previous managers didn't do, by the way. So that's a tick already. Obviously, apart from Bill Shankly and Bob Beasley. apart from Bill Sackey and Bob Paisley, and he's won everything. He has won everything he can win. So yeah, in my season win and season review, Jurgen Klopp, for his overall mindset career, deserves a 10 out of 10. Deserves a 10 out of 10. He's won the league. He's won the Champions League. Oh, but there's always people saying, oh, but he didn't return it. He didn't return it. I can't tell yet. I can't tell yet. As Liverpool fans, it's what we all wanted. It's what we all wanted, to win the league, to win the Champions League. It don't mean we should stop. We should stop there and just say, yeah, that's it now. Let's do a battle mediocrity on the Brendan Rodgers, for example. I do expect us still, even with the new manager, I still expect us to be up there. And people be like, oh, you can't say that. Well, I can say that. Why not? Jurgen Klopp's a fucking player. He has a good squad behind. He's a good squad behind. It's a squad that's already won the Carabao Cup. It's a squad that's already won the Carabao Cup. Okay, people are on the leave. Players are on the leave, and I know, I'm sorry I'm waffling on here, but players are on the leave, and I know that, but they don't be prepared, aren't they? And they still don't be half the squad that have still won the Carabao Cup. So I still want something in their career. And look, I'm not saying we're going to be in the title race next season. I don't think we will, because I think with a new manager, you don't really compete for the title straight away with a new manager. And yes, it's Chelsea with Antonio Conte, and they won the league straight away. But I think Liverpool will still be in the same position as this season. I don't think we'll drop out of the top four. I don't think we'll finish below third. So I think third position will still be our position for next season as well. I think it'll be Man City and Arsenal competing for the title next season then, for a third year in a row. And yeah, I think we're in the top position under the new manager. I don't think we'll drop out at all. I don't think we'll drop out. I actually think the teams below us have still got a lot more to do to try and finish above Liverpool, in my opinion. But yeah, I've waffled on for too much. Don't be an emotional day. In terms of the line-up, I think it'll be the same line-up again that we played in the last 2 games since Aston Villa and Spurs. Well, against Aston Villa, because Joe Gomez came in from Robertson. But that's what I think will be the line-up. Interesting now, Cody Gakpo is now getting a lot of starts now, isn't he? Is that already an indicator that he's going to be a starter next season under the Arne Slot era? Which I think he will be, because he's Dutch. And he's been decent, Gakpo, as well. He's been pretty decent as well in the last couple of games. Back-to-back games. He scored, hasn't he? So yes, look at the table then, done into the final day. Obviously, Manchester City picked up a massive win away at Spurs in the massive game, and they're 2 points here above Arsenal, which is already a bit of a, I think that's probably City's title now, you have to say. But obviously, we're getting to the predictions in a minute. Obviously, we're in third, comfortable in third. Aston Villa, massive congratulations to Aston Villa for qualifying for the Champions League after that draw against Liverpool. I think, yes, we will. Even though the draw didn't confirm it, I think we pretty much confirmed it, didn't it? Yes, we will. Because it still would have been a big ask for Spurs, even if Spurs did beat City. they still would be 2 points behind, and Aston Villa would have still only needed a point. And but look at Chelsea though. Look at Chelsea, man, up to 6th. And I think I had Chelsea 8th at the start of the season. I think I had them 8th at the start of the season, Chelsea. So yeah, they're back in the top 6, Chelsea. Is he a yet contender, Pochettino? I tell you what, I think Chelsea, if they finish in the top 6, they've had a successful season. In the end, you have to say they've had a successful season in the end. But with the money they've spent, they've not really had a successful season. So they shouldn't be finishing below Aston Villa, for example. And you have to mess Man United to win 8 place. I know Man United won last night against Newcastle, but that's Man United players for you. They knew they had to turn up for the final home game. Otherwise, rotten tomatoes would be thrown at them. And but Manchester United, they're going to finish in 8th place. What an absolute mess of a club. They're going to finish in 8th. Well, we don't know if they're going to finish in 8th because Newcastle can still draw and Manchester United can still win. And that will put Man United in the UEFA European Cup Conference League. So Manchester United in 2 positions where they don't really want to be in the Conference League, do they? Would not European football help Manchester United? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. When's the last time Man United were without European football? I can't remember. It wasn't 16-17 because they won the Europa League and they won the Europa League, didn't they? Yeah, it's been a long while, hasn't it? It's been a long while since Man United were without European football. But yeah, what an absolute choke of a club at the moment they are. West Ham are in 9th. West Ham are probably going to be on the beach, aren't they? Yes, we will. That's the unfortunate news for Arsenal fans. But then West Ham played with freedom a bit, didn't they, against Jurgens? So, yes, having a look at the second half of the table. Brighton, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace and Wolves are all going to be battling it out to finish in the top 10. To try and finish in the top 10, so that's something to play for on the final day. Does it really matter? I don't think all of them will care, to be honest with you. But if Crystal Palace were to finish in the top 10, what a turnaround that has been from Oliver Glasner. And Fulham and Everton, they're safe, to be honest with you. Everton really got nothing to play for. They're safe. They're probably going to be on the beach as well. Nottingham Forest is safe, of course, after season survival last weekend. Despite losing to Chelsea, it's because you and lost to West Ham and Nottingham Forest have the better goal difference, which confirmed Luton's were decent. And now we know the 3 teams that were there. Sheffield United just weren't done enough with it. Sheffield United just weren't done enough. And by far the worst team in the Premier League this season. Burnley weren't bad, to be fair. I think Burnley weren't bad. They just weren't taking the chances, were they? They just weren't taking the chances and they were just too open defensively, Burnley. But I do think Burnley will be a team that will bounce straight back up, in my opinion, under Vincent Kompany. I'm not sure about Sheffield United bouncing straight back up, to be fair. And now we come on to Luton. I'm going to miss Luton. I think Luton should be proud of themselves. They've actually gave it a fight. They actually have gave it a fight. Injuries. The injuries have killed them massively. I mean, it's easy saying if they didn't have injuries, they might still survive. I actually think they would have. If them injuries didn't happen at that time, I actually think Luton would be they would actually have it in their hands to survive. So, but yeah, I think this was still their double reception on the final day, Newton, because a day of a fight, unlike my team, Carlisle United, unlike my main team, Carlisle, who were chopping the players off for being 10 points off safety, 10 points plus off safety, while Newton only done me well there to possibly by 3 points. And I think Newton been joy to watch as well. I mean, the big teams are one for the money. 1-1 toward into Liverpool. Should have won that game, in my opinion. So they'll probably look at that game, Newton, thinking we should have held on, were you? At home to Man City, they were one for the money. At home to Arsenal, that's 7-0 for you against Arsenal. Now madness of a game. So the big teams are one for the money, haven't they? It's just their injuries for me have definitely killed them, in my opinion. Definitely killed them in the end. And will they bounce straight back up? I don't know. Again, a bit of Sheffield United, I really don't know. But what Newton will have, they're going to have policy payment advances, as will Sheffield United. Sheffield United got Chris Wilder as well. And that's the thing with all three teams. All three teams know how to get out of the Championship. Bob Edwards, Vincent Kompany, and Chris Wilder. So they know how to get out of the Championship, but the Championship's going to be one tough year to get out of, in my opinion. Because you will see one of these, Southampton, Norwich, and West Brom won't get promoted. Well, 3 of them won't get promoted. So got 3 of them in straight away. So it's still going to be tough though for all 3 of them to bounce straight back up. Still going to be tough for them. But out of all of them, I would still say Burnley, because it just seems to be that club. Burnley, door up, then door down, then door up, then door down. And but yeah, that's the table. That's my lineup. But yeah, it's going to be an emotional day. My focus is obviously as a Liverpool fan on Jurgens' farewell. Not interested in what happens in other games on the final day. I'll probably check it. After the game. To be honest with you, probably check it after the game, like the other stores, etc., and who's won the game, blah blah blah. So onto the predictions then. I mean, one emotional day is on me. Not a try at all. I'm treading it, to be honest with you. I am treading it. So my final day Premier League predictions. Here we go. And I've done for a lot of tours. Because majority of the games that I've done for tours in, they've got nothing really to pay for, really. Let's be real. And I just don't think they'll be bothered, to be honest with you. And but we'll start off with the dead rubber games. I've done for Brentford 1, Newcastle 1, Brighton 1, Man United 1. Done for a 2-2 draw between Burnley and Forest, 2-2 draw between Chelsea and Bournemouth, a 2-2 draw between Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. I've done for a 3-3 draw between Newton and Fulham. I think there'll be goals in that one. I think it'll be an absolute goal fest in that one. And I've done for a 2-2 draw between Sheffield United and Spurs. So I've done for draws in them games. And in our game, I've done for a show. I've done for a 5-0 win to Liverpool against Wolves. I don't think Wolves are going to be that bothered, where you defeated. Wolves are probably on the beach with the beach towels as well. Dario O'Neill, tell your team to roll over. Thank you very much. Obviously, Dario O'Neill used to be, was it under 21 manager at Liverpool? Under 21 manager or under 18 manager as well. And I think we'll put on a show. I think we will put on a show for Jurgen's official final game. It pains me saying that. It does pain me saying that. And I'm done for 5-0 win to Liverpool against Wolves. It'd probably be one of them where Salah probably gets a hat-trick, something like that. I just think we'll put on the show. I think we will put on the show for Jurgen's final game. And I would expect that to be live on Sky Sports as well. I think Sky will probably want to do Jurgen's farewell, to be fair, along with obviously the race for the title, which we'll get onto now. In terms of the title race then, the race for the title then, I think Man City do win the league. I do think Man City do win the league. But, as you see by my scores there, I actually don't think both teams will have it far done conclusion, in my opinion. I actually think West Ham might actually take the lead twice in the game, then Man City just turn it around. I think West Ham will give Arsenal a bit of hope while they have the phones out. I actually think Everton as well will actually score first against Arsenal as well. I think it's going to be similar to 2021-2022 season where I don't think they'll have it their own way. Both Arsenal and Man City. I think the best Everton can get against Arsenal is 1 goal, and that's it. I don't think they'll score more than 1 goal against Arsenal. I think West Ham still got threats, in my opinion, to cause Man City problems. In my opinion, but I just think West Ham. But again, West Ham away from home, they've been terrible, but they beat Arsenal away from home. And West Ham, they will probably park the bus. But again, even if they do park the bus on the counter, they've got a lot of threats, haven't they? Tudors, Gerard Bowen, Matteo Antonio, he has to pop in within the door as well. So it's not all going to be plain sailing for both teams. I know 4-2 is probably plain sailing for Man City. I would say it would be plain sailing in the end for Man City, but there will be few nerves early on. And I actually think West Ham and Everton will actually take the lead twice. West Ham will take the lead twice in their game, and I actually think Everton will take the lead in their game. I just think it's going to be like that. I think the nerves will get to get both teams. But I just think West Ham are still bad defensively, and I just don't think they'll be able to keep City out. And I think Man City will do 4 in the war, but I still think both City and Arsenal will win their games. And I think we'll put on a show for Jurgen's farewell, in my opinion. So, but yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in comments on Jurgen's farewell. Do you think Liverpool put on a show? Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments as well for the final day as well. And yeah, but my main focus is going to be on our Daffer Jurgen's final game. It's kind of a boring final day, isn't it? Let's be real. I think everyone knows what's probably going to happen in terms of where's the title as well. Everyone knows probably Man City are probably going to win it. If anything, it's probably like the 2013-2014 title race, isn't it? Where Liverpool were 2 points behind Man City going into the final day. That's what it's like. That's what it feels like for Arsenal. They're just not. It's a bit like 5% hope, really, isn't it? But you just never know. Strange things have happened. 1995, we lost to Blackburn, didn't we? 1995, when Blackburn won the league, we beat Blackburn, didn't we? We beat Blackburn, and Manchester United didn't do their job at West Ham. So, obviously, we're not involved, but just saying, strange things can happen. Because both title contenders can still not win on the final day. It can happen. So, but yeah, for me, it's about our Daffer's farewell. Look at the trophies he's won there. But absolutely incredible. Been absolutely incredible, the job he's done for Liverpool. Unbelievable. Never thought it would happen. Look, I never thought he would win the Premier League or the Champions League. I never thought he would win them big trophies. No, honestly, I didn't. I honestly didn't think he would. Maybe the cup competitions, yeah, definitely the cup competitions, but I didn't think the Premier League or the Champions League. And people come at me saying, "Why are you making it? You've won it before. You won it before." But yeah, the Premier League title was the one, wasn't it? I think that's the greatest season for me. The way we won it early as well. Let's be real, we won it early. We did win it early as well. We were 25 points here until that disease came around, of course. And we were on track to break the points record as well. So, but yeah, I'm treading the day. I am treading the day, people. Feel free to take your down below in the comments. Feel free to your predictions for the final day down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, and see you later. As we have now got 19 minutes away from Jurgen, from saying goodbye to Jurgen Klopp, and I will take care and see you later.